What's up, everybody? I'm LG Doucette from the First Mint, and if you're watching this video, it's probably because you just got your first pack or one of your first couple packs, hopefully, on NBA Top Shot, and today we're going to talk about what to do with that first pack. So by now, you've probably opened your moments and you have a lot of questions, such as, what are you going to do with these moments? Who are some of these players? Really good questions. Some of them, even I don't know. How much are these moments worth? A very important question, something you're probably very much wondering. I wonder that a lot myself. And should you be keeping these moments or selling them? We're going to talk about two major things that you can do with these moments. One is evaluate the moments, as in check their value and, of course, their supply. It's very important in Top Shot. And then also actually decide what to do with the moments, as in whether should you keep them, sell them, or maybe even trade or gift them if you're a bit more of an advanced collector. Let's start off by actually opening a pack. So we got our pack here, release 36. I got it from the RSVP line. If you're getting one of your first packs, you might be getting a base pack in a very similar way. We're going to look at the moments in here and decide what to do with them after. All right, so we are opening up the pack here. Let's see what we got. All right, so we got three of these moments. There's no special methodology to opening them or anything like that. You just do it however you want, kind of hover over them for a little bit of fun. Let's see what we got. All right, so we got James Ennis 3. Again, who is that player? Great question. Might not be somebody you know. This guy's been in the league, I think, a couple of years. Anyways, he's on the Magic. That's his moment. That's moment number one. He's got a Top Shot debut badge. We'll talk about that in a second. Davis Bertans, player for the Wizards. Interesting moment. Maybe not the biggest name player. That's cool. And then finally, we got, somebody, hey, Ja Morant. Awesome player. Very, very hyped up on Top Shot. Great play. We don't see defensive plays from him very often. So now we got our three moments. We got to decide what we're going to do with them and, of course, how to check their value. So if we take a look here, we're on the marketplace. Let's think about the players I got. We got a Davis Bertans. We can see that his moment is not going for very much. And that's also because these moments are listed by lowest asked. It's the current system in Top Shot. By the time you're watching this video, maybe that'll have changed. But right now we can see how many moments are listed for $2. So Davis Bertans, he's not going for very much. However, we do have an interesting serial of his. Our serial is number 3,000 something. So maybe that'll be worth more. Again, we can look at the lowest listings here. We can see that the lowest listed number is only number 6,000. So what we can do is actually toggle up here and go to serial number and go by lowest. And then it'll give us a list of the actual serial numbers in order and how much those moments are listed for. So we can scroll all the way down, go take a look in our number range in a couple thousands and see how much that's worth. This Davis Bertans may be worth $2 or $3 max. Not that much, but that is a way to evaluate your moments. If we take a look at James Ennis 3, this is actually his Top Shot debut. That's why it's got this little badge up here. And we can see that he's going for maybe a little bit more, $3. And same deal, we can go see, I had number 11,000 something. So that's not going to be, the highest value serial. We can see that even, number 2,200 is going for $3. So also not great. The other thing we can do with these moments to kind of evaluate them is actually go check their supply. So you can navigate to a website called Evaluate Market. And on there, you can go to Analyze and Moments and actually go look up the player that you just got. So we're going to go Davis Bertans, and we're going to go for his dunk, one of 40,000. So we can see here what Davis's supply is on the marketplace. We can see that out of those 40,000 moments, there's 27,000 right here that are owned. And that means that they are in people's accounts. That also means that there's 12,782 that are not out yet. And why is that important that they're not out yet? Well, that's because they're still in packs, they're still in the Top Shot vault, and they're going to come out at a later time. What happens when more moments come out of the same play? Well, typically that value goes down because as more supply comes out, the market just kind of saturates. Now that we're done actually evaluating the moments, what we can do is actually go back to the moments and think about which ones we actually want to keep, right? So I always think about keeping superstars, and maybe someone like Ja Morant is not necessarily considered a superstar, but he is definitely a very hyped up player. So someone like Ja Morant, that's somebody I want to keep, even though this is, it's not the best serial and this is a really common moment at 40,000. Doesn't matter. I love this player. I think he's awesome and I want to keep him. So advice for keeping players, typically superstars are great. Rookies can also be good if you think that they are going to develop into great players. Good serials, badges like Top Shot debut, also very good. And then, of course, players you believe in. Like I said, I love Ja Morant and I want to keep him. The last thing you can do with your moment is sell it. And I always recommend to people to actually sell one of their moments when they get one, just to kind of get a feel for the process and also just kind of how it feels to make a bit of cash, right? And I always recommend to dump a player that you don't want. It's okay to get some moments that you don't want to keep. Again, I got 2 moments in there, Davis Bertans, James Ennis. I'm sure they're good players, but they're not necessarily for me. So those are 2 very good candidates for me to dump. And maybe I could use that, $2, $3, $5 that I get from that to buy other players on the marketplace that I actually want. So what you can do when you're listing your moment is you go to place for sale and you can enter how much you want to put the sale for. It can't go lower than $1. It has to be even dollar amounts. There's also a pricing helper here that, again, it's pretty much the same tools we looked at on the marketplace that'll help you identify how much you want to sell for. Obviously, if you have a high serial, you're probably going to go for somewhere around the lowest ask. Here we can see that already for $3. There are quite a few moments like that. So I'd recommend pricing it around that. If you try and price it for way lower, chances are that, yes, it will get scooped up. But that's not the healthiest practice because we already kind of have an undercutting problem on Top Shot. So it's definitely something you want to try and avoid, to try and price it for too low just to sell it. Give it a reasonable price. Eventually, somebody is going to pick it up. The last thing you can do with your moment, and again, this is if you're a bit more of an advanced collector, is actually gift it or trade it with some of your friends. How you can do that is you can go to the actual moment and then you would go to send as gift. However, the restrictions are basically that to be able to gift, you need to have had this moment for over 7 days. So I wouldn't be able to send it anywhere right now. You also need to hold at least 20 moments in your account, and your account or your first purchase has to have happened over 30 days ago. Once you've done all that, then you are okay to gift and trade and do whatever you want with these moments with your fellow collectors or friends. If you enjoyed this video, we got plenty more about NBA Top Shot 101 and how to play and have fun and collect. Make sure you check out the other videos in our YouTube channel.